How to store sole fish. Similar to flounder, sole is a fish from the Soleidae family, belonging to the order Pleuronectiformes, the same as flounder. These fish have a flat and compressed body. Does it need to be stored in the refrigerator? In this video, we bring you some tips on how to store sole fish to prevent it from spoiling too quickly. Tips for storing sole fish. Sole fish is a perishable food like any other type of fresh meat. Therefore, it should never be left out at room temperature for long. Never leave it out of refrigeration for more than 2 hours. If you live in an area where temperatures exceed 32 degrees Celsius 90 degrees Fahrenheit, do not leave it out for more than an hour. When you get home from the market, store the fish in its original packaging in the refrigerator. If it does not have packaging, place it in an airtight container. Raw sole fish in the refrigerator will last about 2 days without spoiling. If it is already cooked, place it in an airtight container in the refrigerator. Cooked sole lasts a bit longer than raw, about 4 days in the refrigerator. Can you freeze sole fish? You can freeze both raw and cooked sole, which will preserve the fish for a longer period. Place the sole fish in an airtight container in the freezer. If it is raw, it will last about 8 months without spoiling. If it is cooked, it can last about 3 months in the freezer. If you plan to keep it frozen for a long time, it is important to wrap the fish very well to prevent freezer burn. In this case, wrap it with aluminum foil or plastic wrap and then place it inside the airtight container and into the freezer. If the fish was purchased factory frozen, keep it in the freezer until the day you plan to prepare it. Normally, pre-frozen fish can last almost a year in the freezer without losing its properties. How to know if it has spoiled? Always check the appearance and smell. Normally, when sole spoils, it becomes slimy and may have an unpleasant odor. If you notice anything wrong, do not taste it, as it could be dangerous to your health. In the freezer, freezer burn can occur. If this happens, it doesn't mean that the entire fish has spoiled, but the burnt part will have an unpleasant flavor and texture.